Welcome to the Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast. This week we've got Corey, Jamin, Alex, and Jason. And we have a couple guests, but we'll get to the guests in a minute. Last week, we went over the parameters for Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast Player of the Year. And I will play that right now. There is one thing that shouldn't take but 5 minutes, but we're getting near the next time we meet will be December. So I wanted to do a quick go over of the events that we'll use for Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast Player of the Year.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm going to name an event, and if you agree with it, you don't even have to say anything. If you disagree, definitely say no. The first few, I don't think there'll be any disagreements with. And I did a poll. We'll figure out 10 or 12. I think we'll go 10 or 12 events. We'll let the events themselves determine it. What I did earlier today was I went through the PDGA website and I I got 24 events. Maybe half of them will get cut out, but we'll see. So I'm going to say Minekill Disc Golf Championship.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. 2024 New York State Disc Golf Championship, driven by Innova, sponsored by New Country Toyota of where?
Saratoga.
Thank you, Saratoga. All right. Anybody disagree with that one?
Nope.
All right. Stony Kill Scramble.
Yes.
All right. Warwick Disc Golf Championship.
It's a little south, but there's a lot of us that end up down there. So yeah,
It's like a half hour for me, bro.
I'm thinking of, Jamin who's driving.
I'm
several
thinking Hudson
hours.
Valley.
True.
Long Island Open. I got to
Yeah.
give Antonio Albert a chance.
True.
Where does the valley start?
I believe that is the origin point of the Hudson Valley would be Long Island.
If that's the case, then we can't say no.
Yeah. FDR Fools Fest.
I'd say so.
Yeah, I think.
April Showers.
We had this problem last year, right? Then we only picked one of the Heiser Creek tournaments.
Well, I got Battle of Saratoga next. And what we can do is we can hold on to both of them for right now. And then if we do 12, we might include both.
Yeah, I would put asterisk on those ones.
On both of them. Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, they're both maybes for right now. Discap presents the 2024 Electricity Classic.
It's a classic.
So that ends in my opinion, the ones that, other than April Showers and Battle of Saratoga, but the rest of those were kind of my shoe-in. I think I just included this one because I wasn't sure, but the Discap presents the 18th annual J Park Ice Bowl.
The Ice Bowl.
Isn't that doubles?
Doubles. Yeah.
That I
doubles,
wasn't.
yeah.
That's why that's okay. Deleted.
But did you say the jam?
Not yet. I only named one. Corey, we'll get
Jeez,
to
Corey, let him finish the question.
Well, he's like, those are the ones we already went through the list of the shoe-ins. I'm like, how's the jammer not a shoe-in?
Well, because I wasn't sure which one was dubs and which one was singles. I didn't want to. Come on, Corey. But we're going chronologically at this point. Discap presents the Blatnick Breeze 7, driven by Innova.
I think that's the same day as FDR AM side, which makes that harder. Which I guess actually doesn't matter at all if it's Player of the Year.
I think it was actually the same day as Pro Side.
Oh, you're right. It was. Yeah.
Because I haven't played Blatnick in years. So I keep going to FDR. I would asterisk
Okay.
that one.
We can go through all these again. We'll kind of pare them down and then work from there. Okay.
Make a second pass.
Yeah, exactly. Southern Tier Open.
No,
I don't recognize that one off the top of my head.
Kyle Hirsch won it, but we don't need to include that. that's a big
Enough
Taking
said,
the mask
Corey.
off.
All right. Helderberg Championship.
I like Hildeberg being on that list.
We almost drew people from like far away for that, and then like I think the few didn't show up.
I think that was marketing because a lot of people that I was hoping to see be there didn't show up. I think you were just like trying to hype it up.
They
paying
signed
people
up. I
off.
didn't like sign them up. I don't know.
Then why did I see Randy Bobandy at Yahoo for all their email addresses?
I think that might be my only points towards this competition, so I want it in there. But
I say we asterisk that one. Too.
Okay. Bond Lake Open.
Is that Buffalo?
I don't think
know.
any. Yes, it is.
it's pretty west.
Buffalo.
I recognize the name. Okay. Delete it.
I don't think anybody in our area even played it this year.
All right. 2024 Syracuse Open, sponsored by the Pie Guys.
I like it, but it is a little far.
Yeah, I would say it's outside the range.
Okay. Discap presents the J Park Jammer.
Jammer's got to be in there, I think.
16.
Yeah.
All right. 2024 Dynamic Disc Clay Park Classic.
Same thing as Syracuse.
Too far?
Yeah.
Too far. That's more of a Mohawk Valley disc golf podcast topic.
Yeah, and I would say if one of them went in, it would be Syracuse, but I don't think that one should necessarily even be in.
Mm-hmm. the Premier.
Might be a double for states.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was the premiere just the one round?
No, that was 2 rounds. That was a 2-round
rounds,
C-tier.
The AFDO, American Flying Disc Open.
That's pretty far out there, right?
That's
Syracuse
Niagara
area.
Valley
Mhm.
Rochester.
Disc Golf
Rochester.
Podcast.
You're just calling everything valleys.
Well, is there not a Niagara Valley?
It's in Rochester.
That's close to Niagara, I think.
2024 Central New York Championships. No?
Nope.
Okay. Some of these I knew were going right out. I just wanted to
No, you gotta
say
have
them,
some-
you know.
That's
Gotta
the
have some easy
Oxbow Valley.
pickups, you know.
Wilcox Wow.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
the
would
Stony
I
say
think
Brook
so.
Wilcox tournament.
Okay. Stonewall Classic. 2 new?
that. We already gave Jason Mindkill, so we don't have to pity him by also including.
No,
Green.
but I think I only wanted to include it as kind of like, I don't know if it would be included this year, but maybe in the future. You know what I mean? Just to
Yeah.
give it some credibility.
Let's say that a tournament has to have at least 30 people in it to be included.
No. The raffle didn't have 30 people in it, Corey. The tournament had over 30.
Did it?
Like 31. No, I don't know.
Oh.
And the Montgomery County and Discap presents the Blues at Burbine 4.
That one's kind of borderline. Did we include it last year?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I would say yay on that one.
I could be persuaded.
I got 14 if we include all the asterisks. Asteri. Minekill definitely, New York definitely, Stonykill definitely, Warwick definitely, Long Island Open for me, and Fools Fest. We're going to hold off on April Showers in Saratoga for a moment. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 9 here. Let's see. Wilcox Wow, though, we're saying is a definite, right?
100% has to be.
Okay, so that puts it to 10, but that's including April Showers in Saratoga. Helderberg, no?
Too much of a fun team tournament.
Nah.
Okay.
I mean, when Corey Cook almost wins the distance competition with a putter, that's how you know there's something weird.
Well,
in the
everybody
air.
was throwing a putter, Corey.
Yeah.
I know, but when the people that were there saw me step up and yeet that berg and almost beat James.
Almost.
Yeah. No.
So right now I got 13 events here. I'm just going to read through them, and you guys tell me which one doesn't belong. Minekill, New York States, Stonykill Scramble, Warwick, Long Island Open, Fools Fest, April Showers, Battle of Saratoga, Electricity Classic, Wilcox Wow, Blatnick Breeze, Jammer, Blues at Burbine.
That's 13.
That's 13.
Perfect. We get one of the Heiser tournaments, and then we're at
Yeah,
12.
That's what I was
I'm
thinking
looking
too.
to see which one had more players, like which
Okay.
one had more pros.
Last year we used Battle of Saratoga, right? Because it was the 20th year or something like that, or whatever it was.
April Showers has 10 more pros in it.
The Stony Killers forbade any of our players from signing up for that so that we could do our match. So that doesn't help its case either.
Yeah.
Did I come in second place at both of them, or
Jamin, are you also checking the Blatnick Breeze in that?
No, I'm just looking at the Heiser tournaments. Also, another fact that I'm noticing is that April Showers only has one Stony Killer playing pro. So that's 1 out of 9 absences.
So do we want to just eliminate April Showers and use the last 12 and then use those 12?
I would say I would eliminate Battle of Saratoga and keep April Showers.
I'm sorry, I had that reversed. Okay.
Oh, I probably said it wrong. Don't worry.
No, it's fine. Either way, I have a undo button on my computer. So we got Minekill, New York States, Stonykill Scramble, Warwick, Long Island Open, Fools Fest, April Showers, the Electricity Classic, Wilcox Wow, Blatnick Breeze 7, J Park Jammer, and Blues at Burbine. All right.
solid list.
So my only other 2 questions. Do we include AMs with this? Do we have an AM winner like we did last year?
Did we have an AM winner last year?
I did. I forget who it was, but yeah, I included an AM winner.
I would say so.
Would it just be MA1 then, or because there's so many different setups there? Because you could have somebody who won every MA40 event, and
Yeah.
I think we have more MA40 listeners. I think we would want
That's
to
true.
pander to them.
They would shit a brick if we did it, by the way. But that's
Maybe I'll just see about that and just look at the winners and throw them in there just to announce them. They won't be an official winner, but
okay, I like it.
what about women? Or is that just
I was
always going to
gonna
be?
say, it's going to be Caitlin every time.
It's always going to be Caitlin, right? But
worth saying, though.
well, that's the thing. Should we just name her the winner of the women's every year until?
You should run the numbers first.
I'll run the numbers. Okay.
But, yeah.
Okay. No, that's fair. We're just going to sit here and listen to it for 10 minutes. No, I'm kidding. So the events we chose this year for the Player of the Year events were Minekill Disc Golf Championship, New York States, Stonykill Scramble, Warwick, Long Island Open, Fools Fest, April Showers, Electricity Classic, Wilcox Wow, Blatnick Breeze, J Park Jammer, and the Blues at Burbine. So we went with 12 events this year, up from the normal 10. And I did an awful lot of math. I did a winner for MPO, FPO, MP40, AM1, and AM40, because this is my last year in 40, so I'm throwing them a bone. Let's start with AM40. We'll work our way up. AM40, does anybody have a guess who might have won it overall?
Wait, hang on, give me a second. Who the hell's playing AM40? Terry Hudson?
AM40. Yeah, I keep thinking of MP40 players.
That was my only guess.
Is that your guess, Corey? Terry Hudson?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. Well, I did Pro 40. I figured might as well do AM40 too. Now, basically, 3 points for a first place finish, 2 points for a second, and 1 point for a third place. Had a couple guys with 4 points, Michael Smith and Joe Caron. Steve Marshall had 7 points. He had a second place finish at Electricity Classic and Blatnick, and he won April Showers. 9 points. He had a third place finish at New York State's second place Stony Kill Scramble, a win at Electricity, and a win at Blues at Burbine. It was Terry Hudson for second place.
Let's fucking go. Isn't that what I said? Oh, wait, damn it.
But that's second place, Corey.
Damn, I didn't catch that.
The winner came in second at Wilcox, won the Jammer, won Fool's Fest, and won Minekill. Does anybody have a guess who that might be?
Oh, damn it.
Tomas Salez, 11 points. Not even on your radar, Corey? No?
Nope.
Okay.
Well, the name sounds familiar because the way you struggle over it.
I think I've said it a few times.
Yeah. But I need to see this name in writing. But no, it's not on my radar.
All right. Well, AM1, which there is no winner. It was a bunch of ties. A lot of 3-pointers. Basically, anybody who won a tournament got 3 points. And Alex Potts got 3 points.
Hey.
Yeah, we had 4 players with 4 points. Tyler the Cannon Gannon, he came in third at Electricity, won Blatnick. Charles Gordon Jr. III came in second at Blatnick and April Showers. Alex's favorite, Jeremy Kasprick, came in third at Wilcox Wow and won New York States in the AM1 division. And Ethan Hatters came in second at Minekill and second in States. So all 4 of those guys tied for first. Just to point out, feel free to double check my math. Anybody who wants to look at all 12 of these events and double check it. But moving up to the MP40 division. Anybody have a guess on this one?
Jason Lasasso.
Yeah, Jason was on the list. Dylan Reese is playing MP40 this year, but I don't know if he won a lot of things.
Not locally, really. I don't remember seeing him around here at all. My only other guess would be Chad.
Yeah, Chad's a great pick. Is Joe Jaskolka playing MP40? I think he is, but I don't know if he won a lot of things.
Oh, we didn't include the match play?
No.
All right, I'm still thinking Jason then, maybe.
I think I've only played one of the events in MP40.
I take back my answer.
So I heard a couple names that are on this list. This is, again, in the MP40 division. Came in third at Wilcox Wow and won the Jammer. That's Silvio Sanchez, got 4 points. So did Craig Cutler, who came in second at Fool's Fest and Minekill. 5 points, Michael Thomas. He came in second at Blues of Burbine and won the April Showers. The Tower of Power, Jason Gorsage, had 6 points. He came in third at Blues of Burbine, second at States, and he won the Stony Kill Scramble. And there's a tie for the MP40 Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast Player of the Year. You guys mentioned one of the names, but you did not mention the other. He came in third at Minekill, second at Wilcox Wow, second at Electricity, and he won the Blatnick Breeze 7 with 8 points, Chad Larson.
Okay.
With a third place finish at States, a third place finish at Electricity Classic, second place at the Jammer, second place at Blatnick Breeze, and second place at Stony Kill Scramble.
Oh.
Brian Bickersmith.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I was not going to say Brian. I felt like I should have said Brian earlier because, of course, but no, I was going to say Tim, so I was way off.
Based on sheer volume alone, Brian Bickersmith ties for first.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. Some of those tournaments have had smaller MP40 registration numbers, so you're almost guaranteed at least 1 point.
It's official. Hanging out in the parking lot the longest gets you points.
All right, so the FPO division, Carly Calzada got 4 points. She came in third at the Jammer and won New York State. 5 points, Michelle Gallagher. She finished second at Warwick and won the Fool's Fest. Third place at April Showers. Second place at the Jammer. Second place at States and won Blues at Burbine with 8 points, Amber Stout. But with a third place finish at Minekill, a second place finish at the Fool's Fest, a win at the Jammer, a win at April Showers, a win at Warwick, and a win at Stony Kill Scramble, got 15 points, Caitlin Clay. Congratulations, Caitlin.
Shoo-wee.
Oh man, thanks.
We did 12 events. 3 of them didn't even have a participant in FPO, and you still got 15 points.
I was
That's
thinking
impressive.
when you were going through the list, I was like, oh man, I haven't played a lot of those tournaments.
You won 4 of them. In hindsight, probably should have looked at participation in those events because, like I said, 3 didn't even have a player in the FPO division. A couple had like 2 or 1. Probably should have included the women's global events.
Yeah.
Were there any other events that you would have put in there?
I feel like in terms of like our area, those are still the ones.
Oh,
yeah.
That's fair. I mean, I'd even tried to expand the list a bit this year.
As you heard, we had to whittle it down a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
We played the clip earlier.
All right, so that's our FPO winner, Caitlin Clay. Again, congratulations. The MPO division with 4 points, second place at April Showers, second place at Jammer. Anybody take a guess? I was leaving that open for you, Corey.
That's it?
Yeah, that's all I got for you. Did you have something else that you thought?
Yeah. Damn, I thought that was a little longer. No, my year wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be, or as I thought it was.
Or you weren't able to wedge any of your other wins in to like the final events. That was good for 5th place, though. Mind you, it could be a tie for 5th. I didn't really, I just threw you in there for fun.
I'll take it.
4th place with 5 points, came in 2nd at Blues in Burbine and 1 at the Blatnick Breeze, Justin Mucelli. 3rd place, 3rd at Stony Kill Scramble, 2nd at Blatnick Breeze, and a win at the Blues at Burbine. Got 6 points. Anybody?
Ethan?
Yep. Ethan Hatters, who also got 4 points in AM1, so he had 10 points overall. Craig Cutler also, he got 4 points in MP40, and then he got some points in Pro as well. So Ethan had 6 points also with 6 points. Came in 2nd at Electra City, came in 2nd at the Stony Kill Scramble, and came in 2nd at New York States, thanks to Greg Barsby. Kyle Hirsch got 6 points. Your winner came in 3rd place at the Electra City Classic, won the Jammer, and won April Showers. Got 7 points. Congratulations, Tucker Kozlowski.
Hey.
Thanks,
guys, for having me. Definitely good to see lots of battles, a lot of friendly faces, same cards, Cap.
Didn't you have to beat Corey in one of those events this year?
Yeah.
Both of them.
The Jammer was definitely a battle that went into a playoff. Corey getting the birdie on 36 there in the woods, and I got the bogey, went to the 1-hole playoff, and I definitely did not let that one go any further. I lost to Parker Scambati a few years ago in a 2-hole playoff there for MA1, so I definitely wasn't letting that one go. But Corey definitely gave me a bunch of fights this season, along with Jamin, Hirsch, Justin, definitely a whole bunch of people there, always fighting. But Corey at was it the Showers?
Yeah.
Playoff?
I think it was the Showers, yeah.
I'm getting all the years mixed. That didn't go to a playoff, though. It went to hole 18, and that was the one where you went past the basket and you couldn't get the bird.
I had a layup for 2nd place. It was so disappointing because I had absolutely no option.
That's Heiser 18. Jeez.
No, yeah, you crushed it.
Obviously, the battle was very interesting, to say the least. I feel I didn't earn that one as much, but you take it as you can get it. Definitely with everybody in the area, the people putting in work, it's getting harder and harder to win, like similar to the Pro Tour, but it's discap, and it just goes to show there's people out there working on form, they're learning. YouTube's blowing up with so many different ways to get better, so I'm enjoying it while I can because there's some people grinding. So
last year you were Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast Player of the Year. Thank you. When I introduce you or when I talk about you, it's slightly shorter now.
Yeah, definitely. It was an honor to share it with Kyle. There was a lot of road trips we took this year battling at the same tournament. So he's got the higher rating. So I don't know.
What would you rather have, though? I mean, the prestigious title of shutting the haters up, and especially Kyle, and then proving that you're not just a co-player of the year, but the player of the year, or some arbitrary number that doesn't really mean anything.
Yeah, I mean, that stuff will fluctuate. This will stand forever in time.
Yeah.
It's definitely an honor, and thank you, Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast. But what was I going to say? I'm staring at my frozen pizza that I'm eating tonight.
He went up against Greg Barsby, and you had Corey, so
Yeah, I mean, Kyle played out of his shoes that whole tournament. He played unbelievable. He deserves the New York State title. It's not often you get a Pro Tour level caliber player just showing up at your state tournament but it just goes to show how freaking talented that kid is. He's definitely a force to be reckoned with, along with a bunch of other people in our MPO scene.
We should get stickers made, like bumper stickers, but instead of saying my kid's an honor roll student, it should be I was voted Hudson Valley Disc Golf Player Podcast of the Year. And we can start handing them out to the winners.
I'm interested to see who had the most rated rounds for like the Ironman, because probably almost Justin. He played so many tournaments.
Or Caitlin, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kate grinding it out. That's definitely pretty intense. I definitely picked and choose. There's a few that I stay away from.
Did you play states?
I won't name them. I did. I had a an amazing start to that tournament, going 5 downs for the first 5 holes, and then it was an absolute struggle, and the weather got worse and worse. Man, that was some tough weather. It was cool to see all the work Jamin put in at Moreau. That course is definitely a really good wooden track now, and it was cool to see New York State's held.
I just checked, Corey. I have 72 rounds this year.
Oh,
Dang.
And I have 2 more this weekend. That should be it.
is that the Wilcox one?
Yeah.
Oh, God bless. Good luck.
That was a lot of golf. Caitlin said she had 72 rounds.
Yeah.
I think, not counting leagues, I have 10 tournaments this year. So, yeah, I can't fathom 72 rounds. It's like, it's a commitment.
I'm sure the coursework is right there. The Jamin, Jays.
Yeah, I still feel like I play a lot of golf.
How many MP40 tournaments did you play this year?
4.
Okay, so yeah, it would have been tough for you to get into the, you would have had to place in all of them. You won one, right?
Yeah, well, the ones I played were like Tim Zielinski, Syracuse Open.
I tried to get those included, but Corey said no.
I mean, Jay Gersach did play in both of those, so yeah. But no, maybe next year the MP40 scene's going to get a little tougher. I think Harry Lehman's going to be joining, so maybe we'll battle it out in some of the MP40 events.
Is that what you're predominantly going to play now? Because you did play some MPO, right, this year?
Yeah, no, my plan is I'm going to stay in MPO, and then if there's like bigger events or there's a good MP40 field, then I'll switch. But I like contending in MPO still. Yeah, like if Kyle and Tucker sign up, then Harry and I will probably just go play MP40. Yeah.
Exactly.
Little does you know, I'm terrified of him. Jason's so good. Scary.
How old are you, Tucker?
I'm 31.
By the time you get into the MP40, Jason will be moving into the MP50 because he could sneak in a year early.
I know. It's sad when you realize you're going to be facing the same people you're facing right now. So lots of battles with Corey and Kyle and pretty much everyone in this party, you know.
That's why I thought it was always fun when people were like, oh yeah, I can't wait to jump up to MP40. It's like you're just going to be playing with the same guys that you've been playing against that are waiting for the same thing.
Until all these like disc golfers' kids start playing, and then we're trying to avoid playing with them.
Yeah.
Well, you get rid of the Ethan Hatters and Wyatt Mahoney's.
That's true.
You don't have to play with.
Yeah, so good. Both of them. Dangerous.
I think maybe not Alex, but everybody else played in the Turkey Throwdown driven by Innova, the 2024 Turkey Throwdown.
Mm-hmm.
Sure did.
All right. Before we get to that, though, I did want to mention the 9-pin indoor putting league. Randy pops on, but he leaves before he gets the results. So I realized, hey, we should probably give the results. So this is from last week. This is before Thanksgiving. Mark Bryan posted a little bit light on a holiday week, but we still had 68 enthusiastic participants. Lots of aces tonight, even on the thinner marksman basket. Congratulations to all our winners. I'll have all the prizes next week. Also keep an eye out for a sneak peek at our end of season prizes. So week 4 results, they split it. You can either pay or not pay. In the non-paying, Ross O'Toole came in second. Looks like Mark Bryan came in first place and got nothing for winning. I guess Ross got the free flight. Ross got 18 points to Mark's 22. In the paying league, we had 3 guys at 18 points, Adam Nelson, Randy Bemis, and Ryan Jeske. A couple guys with 20 points, Jay O'Leary and Devin Lamke. Second place with 21 points was Benji Farrell and Joe Karen. And your winner took home $45, Josh Lee. Looks like 5 players hit aces, Josh Lee, Pete Lauber, Tim Martino, Alex Rockwell, and Lucas Kotleski. And they are currently finishing up now, I would imagine. I didn't mention Mark Bryan. He started Patreon because he wants to get on the podcast again before 2029.
Shout out.
And Nick Warren.
Wilcox guy, also plays for the Stony Killers. Real nice guy.
Shout out Nick. Big Nick.
Yep.
All right, so the 2024 Turkey Throwdown, driven by Innova, CEP charity not rated. You guys all played MPO, right? Where was this played?
Central Park, Schenectady.
Tournament director Jeff Wachowski. I'll go over the results of the other divisions, and then we'll talk about the MPO. Nick Salvano and Kevin Kroenke were teammates in the MA3 division. Had 8 teams under par. Kenji and Brandon Klein came in 5th place.
Fam.
Ben Blaufus and Ryan Marks came in fourth place with a -6, a tie for second between one half of Camel Case Corey, Tim Goyette, and the other half of Camel Case Corey, Brian Monahan. So I'm assuming together they're Camel Case Corey, but they shot -8. Jim Seymour and Ivan Potoknik also shot -8. Were there team names for this?
Yeah.
Nowhere to look them up, is there, though?
I think disc golf scene, you lose them, and PGA never shows them.
Yeah. All right. Well, I can tell you probably Tim Goyette and Brian Monahan were Camel Case Corey.
They definitely were. I remember seeing it.
Those two teams tied at -8 for second place, and your winners at -10. Matt Knopf and Ross O'Toole. FA1 Women's Amateur 1 Division. Jacqueline Kirkpatrick and Amber Stout came in second behind your winners, Julia May Marger and Juliet Barney. MA1 Mixed Amateur 1. All but one team shot under par. We'll do the top 5. -10. Fifth place, Terry Hudson and Nick Alcatraz at Cats. Fourth place at -11, Rob Immel and Dave Swain. Third place, -15, Tyler the Cannon Gannon and Jeremy Forehand Florida Man Millian.
Shout out Jeremy Millian. He went out there and shoveled the tee pads after the Thanksgiving snow we got.
In sandals.
In sandals, yeah. And slides.
What are slides?
Guy flip-flops, I guess.
Mandals.
Mandals, yeah. Yeah, but Mandals makes it sound like they're like those thong-type sandals. The ones that really get into the crack of your toes.
Old Navy special.
All right. Second place, -17, was Dan Gibbons and Troy Vasari. And your winners at -20. Cody Conine and Logan Aiken.
Good shoot.
Heck yeah. In the Mixed Pro Open division, Caitlin, you played with the Tower of Power. How was that?
It was fun. We had a good time.
Were you just draining putts like classic Caitlin?
I did have a few good ones. Yeah.
Easy mode.
Have you and Jason been partners before?
I'm trying to think. I feel like there might have been one time we possibly were paired for Team Challenge, but I can't remember.
So how'd this come about?
Well, I was actually signed up with Jamin on the wait list, and we weren't going to get in. So Jay didn't have a partner, so he reached out. And so I went with him, and then Kat and Randy couldn't find a babysitter, so Jamin ended up going with Randy.
All right. Well, you guys shot -13. Not too
Not
shabby.
too bad. Not too bad.
I mean, for an MP40 and FPO, playing an MPO, it's neither your division.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive. How much snow was there?
There wasn't a lot of snow. I mean, it was kind of crunchy, so it was more like a thin layer of crunchy ice that was sometimes snow. So, like, no possibility of losing discs or anything.
Just your balance on a T-pad, maybe.
Oh, yeah. The T-pads were kind of slick in the morning, but as the sun came out, they kind of got better throughout the day.
Anything notable about your round?
No, the only memorable thing I can remember from our round wasn't even from Jay or I. It was that second round we played with Mike Thomas and Ryan Clare, and Mike Thomas probably had like 4 throw-in / circle 3 putts that he made. It was insane.
Well, that explains why he came in fourth place in MP40 for Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast Player of the Year. What was your team name with Jason? Did you guys have one?
Our team name was Mashed Potatoes.
Why?
I don't know. That's a Jason question.
Isn't that what they yell on like bowl golf tournaments whenever somebody hits it really hard?
That's Brian Bicker missed his reel that got all those views.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting.
Yeah.
Potatoes and Mike Hill. It was like 2 million views or something.
I'm pretty sure Brian's is gonna be insulted that you said 2 million. I'm pretty sure it's like something ridiculous, like 60 million.
That's crazy.
I thought they said Baba Booey.
I think they say a lot of things.
Mashed potatoes. All right.
And then with it being a holiday tournament, Thanksgiving tournament.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, mashed potatoes. That is kind of on theme. Right. Good point.
But wouldn't you go mashed potatoes and gravy because it's Dubs? A good combo?
It does seem like the word "and" should be in there somewhere in the team name if that's what you're going for.
Yeah.
Tucker, who'd you play with?
I played with the good soul Anthony Bohansky. Our team name was Ski Mother Chucka to play on our last names ending with ski. It was definitely a fun day. Got some really good cards. People had a pretty good first round, was in the mix, but the second round, just the common thing where you get the same holes and then the ones you struggle, you're both struggling. But it was a good day out there. Played with Kyle and Corey round 2, and they made a really good second round on blues. Like, they pretty much tore it up just casually. They got themselves in the playoff. I had to jet and get up to the Thunder game, so I guess, Corey, you want to finish the story about what happened?
Oh, yeah, I'll get there.
We're going to wait, the suspense.
Oh, yeah, let's really drag it out.
Dun, 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 dun.
Have you and Anthony played before together?
I think we've maybe like flipped for it on a casual round, and that's probably like the second 18 that we were playing that day. But mostly it's just been casual, so I was getting used to it. He goes first on the tee, and then I was going second. But on putts, I was going first, and he was going second. So I definitely dig that vibe. I feel like it was just a long day, and it was cold, man. I'm not the biggest fan of playing in this stuff. Multiple layers and the crunchy snow and bad footing, but it just shows that like the people who were throwing good, they were really crushed, because it's tough to play in conditions.
How did you guys end up as partners?
He just reached out, and I was like, fuck it, let's do it. Now that I'm not full time with the team, I haven't played since I played with Cristal back in the day, so it was good to get out there. It's a fun tournament. Anytime I could play a doubles tournament with like a homie, I definitely will. I possibly got a good matchup for the Ice Bowl. We'll see.
Okay, nice. You guys shot -16. I don't know if I mentioned that.
Yeah.
Moving up the board. Jamin, so we learned you ended up playing with Randy. What was your team name?
So Randy and I are Coheed and Cambria fans, so we tried to brainstorm the most obscure Coheed lyric that we could and turn it into disc golf. So our team name was Good Eye Sniper, I'll Drive You Putt.
That's great.
I did not know that was a Coheed and Cambria reference when I was seeing that name.
Yeah.
I'd sing it, but I can't do it justice.
Like kick you in the balls first.
Yeah, that might do it.
How much tuba does Coheed and Cambria use, Jamin?
Very little.
Very little tuba. All right. No, I just that surprises me to hear that. That's, I guess, from both of you, but I don't really know either. But so how was your round?
Our first round was super good. We played really strong. I don't know what it is about this tournament, but I don't think I've ever shown up and remembered how to play both rounds. What I mean by that is, like, the first round, for people who haven't played it, isn't actually doubles. It's best score doubles. So, like, everybody plays singles, and then you just take the best score out of the two of you on every hole.
You play the hole, you get a birdie. Randy plays the hole, he gets a par, you take your birdie.
Yep.
If you both get a par, you take a par for the hole. Okay.
Yeah. And the first time I played this tournament was in 2014. I've probably been to 7 or 8 of them, and I still forget it almost every time. So not preparing for that all and showing up, we played really well. I think we shot 13 under on the first round. So not too many pars. Had a couple kind of chances at eagle looks on the softer white holes, but didn't capitalize on any of them. But we felt super good. I think we were like 1 or 2 strokes off the lead after the first round. Second round, we were just ham and ham. Like, if one of us did something good, the other one did the exact same thing good. And then if one of us did something bad, the other one did the exact same thing bad. We just couldn't get anything concerted moving.
So wouldn't that be like kale and kale? Why you got to use meat as a negative, you know?
Because it's ham and eggs.
I know, I'm teasing.
Meat and potatoes.
Yeah, so I don't know what it was. I was just perceiving my shots wrong, like, while they were in the air. So, like, all day I'd be like, oh, yeah, finally I hit a good shot. And then it would, like, hit a tree 90% of the way down the fairway when I thought it was already past it. It was just like I didn't have a good idea of where my discs were in the air at the time.
So you guys shot -17. You tied with the Dolls, Adam and Christopher Dahl.
Yeah, it was fun, though. Randy's always fun to play with.
All right. Moving up the board, 5th place, we got Tim Giardini and Matt Cully shot a -18. And then in 4th place, Jason and Jess Lasasso. How did you guys end up being partners?
Yeah, I guess we've been partners for this event for a few years going back. So just keeping it going. We did pretty good a couple years ago and trying to like recreate that. And overall, I think we did pretty good. We were like, I don't know, somewhere in the second round, I think we were like in the lead and then end up finishing 2 strokes off the first. So
what was your team name?
Pretty unoriginal. It was Team Lasasso, I think. And then like as we were driving there, I was like, oh, we should have been the Lasasso family sweatshop there.
Oh, that would have been a good one.
But yeah, it was too late to change them. Like Jeff Perry like had the card stuff. So yeah, every year, like when we go to sign up, I feel like we waste 10 minutes just trying to like quickly come up with a good team name, and we never do. So we're like, oh, we'll just put this in there, and then we forget about it, and then it rolls around later, and it's like, oh yeah, we never came up with a good team name.
You put in like a placeholder kind of thing.
Yeah, but yeah, it was a fun time. Round 1 we played with Harry and brother Jake, awesome dudes, and then second round got on the card with Jamin and Randy, which is a fun card too. And overall, like it was definitely chilly, but I kind of like the weather. It was like just a little refreshing. Wasn't like the snow was too deep where we had to have ribbons or anything, which is nice. There was a unique thing where it had just snowed like a couple days before, so some of the OB was changed. They usually have, I forget the whole numbers, it's like 13 or 14.
14 and 15.
14 and 15. They usually have like this road that plays as like a river OB one way and a lake OB the other. And because it was just buried in snow, he just made the giant pond the OB, which definitely simplified things. I think it was a good call. Overall, it was like pretty uneventful on our card. Like we didn't have anything crazy, just bogey free golf, and yeah, had a good time.
I got a question for you, Jason. This is, I guess, this tournament adjacent. Warwick and FDR, they do like a double basket doubles. Is there anything like that up your way?
This was a while back. We did a double basket double doubles at Minekill.
Mm-hmm.
It just didn't stick. Like I didn't want to keep running it. We did it in the fall, which I think is a great time to do an event at Minekill. But I would love if somebody would like pick that up again because I love that format. In fact, I'm actually signed up for the FDR one with Harry in a couple weeks.
You guys are Century Division now?
No, we're MPO. I think there's a bunch of spots still open, but it's the same day as New York Team Challenge, and that's our bye month. So yeah, we're able to do that. But
let's say Minekill is out of the way and it's a little, you're worried about the weather at this time of year. What courses do you think would that layout work best at?
So with the double basket, double doubles, that limits the courses because you have to have two baskets.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, like you could get really creative with like J Park and probably figure something out. But I'm trying to think of other courses near us that have two.
Saratoga would work on a smaller tournament. I feel like the holes aren't that crazily different enough that it kind of fits into the format coming from someone who's never played the FDR one.
It doesn't have two baskets.
Wait, what? Oh, it's got two tee pads. Oh, shit. Damn it.
Wilcox, but that's a little too far south, right?
And it doesn't have two baskets all the time.
Yeah.
For all of them, yeah. That's another one.
Yeah, you could do it. It just wouldn't be the same spirit. The thing about that double basket, double doubles format is it like messes with your mind.
Absolutely.
Every time you think you have a strategy figured out, you just want to change it. I don't know. Like it's tough to go into it with a good strategy because you have to just be very flexible and adapt. Not like, retrospective and say, oh, we should have did this or that. Because like you really can't predict how it's going to go until it's already happened.
I really want to bail on Team Challenge and play that this year.
Also you get to like have these huge numbers too. Like, oh, we took a 9 there.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, oh no, but dude, that's par.
That's that's a birdie on 12 or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, so I like that format. I'm looking forward to doing it with Harry. Last year when I played with Harry, I did horrible. Like I had like this yips thing going on where I was like grip locking it. And in the second format, you both throw your drives and each partner plays from their partner's drive. And I was putting Harry in like the worst, like so bad, like just grip locking it 9 degrees. It would be 100 feet in the brush. And it's like, all right, sorry, Harry. And so he's like trying to scramble par from that. Meanwhile, he like parks it for me and I'm just tapping it in. And I'm like, oh my God, I feel so bad. But yeah, that's the fun of the layout. So hopefully, I mean, he let me be his partner again this year. So I gotta like just get some retribution against myself.
So it sounds like, and correct me if I'm wrong, but like we don't have as many courses down here, but we got 2 that are doable for double basket doubles. You guys don't have any other than Minekill.
Greenville in 3 years.
I'm trying to think, is there any other? Most of them are just 2 T's, right? Like Colonial. If only I had a big map I could look at.
Are you able to say how did pre-sales go, or are you happy? Or?
Oh yeah, I don't see why not. Yeah, I was very happy. I think we sold 67, which I ordered a few extras. I placed an order this morning.
Yeah, can I get one of those? I forgot. If you got an XL, I got cash. I got you.
Okay, so we did kind of anticipate ordering some extras, and I wanted to have some more to kind of try to like fundraise up to Minekill too. So, But yeah, I mean, 67 is great. That's like better than I hoped because there's like obviously the more that you order, there's a quantity break, like the price goes down, and so like 50 is like a good number to hit, and so hitting over 50 was great.
Do you know any specifics? And if you don't, that's cool. But like you said that a few things depend on like the amount that are ordered. Like, do you know the color?
Yeah, I actually have confirmed like the garment and the color. The one that we originally wanted, they ran out of stock. And so we got this same vendor, same color. It's just a different model. And I do this whenever I do like orders for clothing. I'll order a bunch online of each like model, and then I'll just wear them for a day. So actually like the one that we chose, I wore that during the turkey throwdown, and it's really comfortable. It's super soft. Like it feels just like extra soft. It has like this little fleece lining in it, so it's kind of warm too. Overall, just like a really good, well-rounded hoodie. And the color, it's called Gardenia.
From here to Gardenia?
I don't know why it's what the name is, but it's like an
Jamin, that's a
off-white.
Beastie Boys reference.
I'll teach that tomorrow.
To be our team name next year.
Mm.
But yeah, so we messed around with different colors. Like originally I wanted to go with black, but then switching the ink to white, it just doesn't look the same because like some of the graphics have like shadows and stuff.
I will say as a dog owner, I thank you for not going with black.
Yeah, that's one of the things. We have a shepherd, just like father's a white shepherd, so she's got white hair everywhere, and that would show up too. But yeah, so I think that they're going to turn out great. I think having the logo on the back where it can be bigger is going to be helpful too. So I'm really looking forward to getting those, and hopefully we'll have them shipped out to everybody before the holidays.
Well, just to let you know, I have a very limited wardrobe as far as stuff I wear, but I wear a lot of disc golf stuff. I probably in a week, I wear at least 2 to 3 Mind Kill apparel. So no pressure, but you're usually pretty good at picking that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I like to get stuff that I like to wear. The first couple years I did Mind Kill, I made the mistake of just like kind of going with whatever. And then I was like, man, I never wear this shirt. So I'm like, if I'm going to get something, I want something that's like actually nice to wear and comfortable. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Again, we'll have some extras. So if anybody didn't get in, I'm sure I'll post something about it or reach out to me. Thanks to everybody that did get one. This is before like all the proceeds for this are going to go to the Mind Kill Disc Golf Championship. It's the 10th annual one. So I'm going to keep an A tier and requires a lot of fundraising. And this is just a good part of that. So I appreciate everybody's help and support.
This logo, I mean, is it something that you'll just keep continuing to when you got some downtime to tinker with?
So I did like a dozen minor changes this year, and I like updating it with like, my thought is like updating it with just events that happened on the area. So for instance, like Stony Kill's being rebuilt, so I can put that in there. I added Greenville and OKGC, just things that had happened in like the last year. I thought it was like just kind of a tribute to some of those. And if there's like noteworthy things that, happen next year, then yeah, maybe I'll keep updating it.
What's your favorite update from this past revision?
That's hard to pick.
It's like picking your kid, but I mean, you have them making sweatshirts, so I mean, it's not like
Every time I see the beaver, I giggle. So I'll go with that one.
Is that J Park?
Yeah.
Okay. I've heard reference. I don't know much about it. Just I assume there's a beaver at J Park. I assume Corey would chime in with some kind of.
Oh yeah, there's a beaver built a giant dam in the back and kind of like flooded like 2 or 3 holes for half the year in conjunction with the construction that was going on in the bathroom and what they were doing. It kind of all built up into what is now an overgrown weed patch of hole 36 since that ground is so fertile and moist. Never seen weeds like that in hole 36 before. I don't know. Did you notice that, Jason?
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's like going into like a jungle or something.
It was definitely caused by that whole area being flooded half the year, right? I mean, there's no other explanation for it.
Absolutely.
Need a machete to get around.
Yeah. But at the same time, that Beaver did a pretty good job at like knocking down some of the trees back there, which gets more sun to the tee pad, which dries it out faster. So I don't know, some pros.
So Jason and Jessica, you guys came in 4th place, minus 19, and Jacob's not too shabby, 944. I've never heard that name before. Does he not play a lot, Jacob Lehman?
He's from Wilmington, North Carolina. So he came up. Harry promised him all sorts of great weather up here because it's been really nice. And then, coming from the beaches of Carolina up to upstate New York after 5 inches of snow. It's kind of tough.
They got you by 1 stroke at minus 20 for 3rd place. And then looks like there was a tie for 1st at minus 21 between Dave Hudson and Michael Wiest of the Mississippi.
Wiest of the Atlantic.
Well, Wiest of the Atlantic. Thank you. They tied with 2023 Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast Co-Player of the Year, Kyle Hirsch, and 2024 5th place Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast Player of the Year, Corey Cook. How'd that go? I assume there was some kind of playoff.
There was, yeah. So it went pretty well. Like Jamin said, the first round is best score doubles from the short layout. And I don't know what the average hole length is on the shorts, but they're still interesting holes. Like CPS is one of the courses where I feel like the short tee pads are still interesting. They're not just like moved up like 30 feet on the same exact line. So going into it, and knowing how the tournament went for us last year, where I think we came in tied for second with Mike Wiest and Dave Hudson, I figured that we had to go at least 14 down round one from the shorts. And there's a few holes that I definitely wish we could take back. But after round one, I think we were only 11 down. I don't know why it's not working to sort the scores on PDGA, but
I noticed that too, yeah.
Probably because it's doubles and it doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, Dave Hudson and Mike Wiest had a 43, so they were up by 2 strokes over Jamin and Randy for the lead.
They had a 4-stroke lead on. Oh, so first of all, mine and Kyle's team name was No Crust, No Problem. Shout out Uncrustables, A-tier spread item. I think it was between that and Don't Trust the Crust, which I think, looking back on it, I wish we went with that one. We were also the Labatt Blues brothers, unofficially. Kyle had messaged me like I think the night before, like, oh, what is our team outfit going to be? And at the time, I think I probably just had sweatpants and a J Park Wrenches vest, which I knew he didn't have. But I remember the previous year, I just happened to have 2 Labatt Blue like beanies, so I brought both of those for us again. Anyways, he had Labatt Blues brothers. The boomers will appreciate that one.
Well, if you had 2 of the, what was the hat you had at Minekill? The cowboy hat?
Oh, the PBR hat?
Yeah, if you had 2 of those, I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's a good point.
You could have been Koherski.
No, that would take too much inspiration off of Kyle and Bohanski's typical name, which is Bohersky, and I don't want nothing to do with that. I want to be my own person. Yeah. So round one, we played with Jamin and Randy, so that was fun. I don't typically eat on lunch, but we went to McDonald's in between rounds, and I had a couple of spicy McChickens, which I think would later come to haunt me as literally like 4 holes into the round, I thought I had to run to the bathroom because I allowed myself to do this because Greg Kurtz had made a post or a comment on this cat post saying that the bathrooms be unlocked. So after being like, all right, I'm going to throw this drive, Kyle, whatever, play the hole out. Either we par it or we birdie it. I'm going to go into the bathroom and I'm going to catch up to you guys.
When you say that, you just mean like you're basically forfeiting your second throw kind of thing?
I don't know how it's supposed to work. I didn't care because I had to go to the bathroom. I'm like, whatever, dude. Yeah. I assumed, like, and because like we were kind of hitting backups round 2 anyways, so I figured that I would throw my drive and then run, and Kyle can throw his drive. And we played with Tucker and Bohanski in the second round, so like they throw their drives, and like the hole that we were on is almost not impossible, but a super low chance birdie anyways, which is hole 9, a new hole 9. The basket's towards the dog park. Anyways, so I throw my drive. I turn around. Now, between this tee pad and the bathroom is a stream, a playground, a couple of disc golf holes. So I full sprint my bag on. I freaking jump over this stream in front of Adam Dahl and Chris Dahl and I think Cully and Tim Jardine maybe. And Chris is like hooting and hollering. I just made this jump from my bag on. And they're like basically like, where's the fire, buddy? Someone had to use the bathroom. And they're like, oh, yeah, it's locked. I'm like, no fucking way. There's no way that I took Greg Kurtz's word saying that the bathrooms would be unlocked at my time of need. And then it happened to like not be true. So defeated, I turned around, went to go jump.
Walked like a cowboy.
Yeah.
It's one thing if you know, like, there's no chance for you to use the bathroom. But if you have that glimmer of hope,
your body knows
differently. Yeah, no, 100%.
Your body knows. Yeah. When it knows there's literally no other option, it knows how to contain itself a little better. When it knows there's an out, it starts letting you know that there's an out. So after getting bamboozled. So anyways, this whole 9, I think this is kind of where it started, where we started popping off too. Like we had a couple birdies up to this point. We missed the last hole.
Played so well.
Yeah, then we get to hole 9, which is like a 370-foot par 3 with a bunch of trees in the way. Kyle has a great drive. I make a good putt. We take a birdie, which is the bonus hole. We cross past the dog park. We get the hole, what is now 10, the famous Crystal Ace hole that I don't think the hole will ever be. I don't know if that'll ever get matched. Old hole 12. I lace this drive and put us to like circle's edge, and Kyle hits this putt. So we were kind of on a heater. Meanwhile, the whole time, all I could think about is how I wish that bathroom was unlocked earlier. We started hitting backups even more, which is giving me more time to think about it, which is dangerous. We play a few more holes. I thought I was going to have to like find a spot somewhere mid-tournament, like in the cold. It's 28 degrees outside. Situation couldn't be worse. But now what's worse is like now I feel like I started to lose steam as far as helping Kyle with our round. After playing so hot, we had basically reeled in Dave and Mike by that point. But then after that, like I was like almost no help. I think Kyle basically dragged us across the last like 7 or 8 holes to get down to 21. We weren't really like looking at scores that often, but like knowing how good Dave and Mike play at CPS and what holes they had to finish on, which is, at least 17 and 18 are almost guaranteed birdies. We had to finish on holes 1, 2, and 3. I think we only got one of them. Oh, we got 2 of them. We birdied. Yeah, Kyle drained like circle's edge putt on hole 1 for birdie, and then he absolutely parked hole 2 after I almost kind of got tree directed for an ace. But then we missed hole 3, and hole 3 is like under 200 feet or roughly 200 feet, and it's kind of like a simple flip up putter for people that throw putters. We parred it, and at that point we kind of felt like we were out of it. But Dave and Mike Wiest, they get to hole 18, and they struggled to even save a par after having some errant drive. So then we had to go to a playoff. The playoff was determined to play holes 8, 9, and 18 on repeat. At this point, Caitlin had alluded earlier that the tee pads were a little slick in the morning, but they got better as the day progressed. Well, they also de-progressed as the day went on. So at this point, like the sun was starting to set, it was getting cold outside. The tee pads were collecting ice on those 3 holes we had to play. We get to hole 8, which is kind of like a hyzer over an OB stream, like through a tunnel, and kind of a tough birdie. We both end up parring it. Also, at this point, the wind was picking up. Get to hole 9. I'm pretty sure we parred that one again. We get to hole 18, and we were also like alternating who goes first on each hole as far as what team goes first. Hole 18, I feel like I almost aced it, and then Kyle parked it, and they birdied it as well. So we had to go back to hole 8. We did not know if we wanted to go back to hole 8, like I think Jeff said, or to just go play hole 1 since like it's right there. We decided to go back to hole 8. Myself and Kyle go first. I absolutely park it, like put it within 10 feet. At that point, I feel like, well, we just won it right there. There's no way they're gonna match that shot. And then Mike freaking parks it even closer, like 2 feet closer. Hole 8 was like the closest one to Tournament Central. Once that happened, we lost like half the gallery. Like when we first started, there was like, I don't know, maybe 20 people watching. But after starting the second loop around through the playoff holes, we kind of lost half the group. We get to hole 9 again, and we all kind of throw errant shots, needing approaches. Myself and Kyle have like a little forehand hyzer. We kind of goof it up and end up having like a 25-ish foot putt from the rough. Dave and Mike decided to take Dave's drive, which is way off in the rough on the right side, and Dave tries to punch out. He clips a tree like right in front of his face and goes nowhere, and then somehow Mike like finagles his shot through all the trees and puts it right next to the basket. So basically a tap into save par.
How many holes is this at this point?
This is the 5th playoff hole.
Okay.
So then myself and Kyle have like an uphill with a headwind putt from like 25-ish feet. And I think Kyle was just a bit low, and I was just a bit low as well, and hit cage to lose with a bogey.
So you guys lost?
We lost, yep. Dave and Mike won after a 5-hole playoff.
That's pretty exciting because you guys are on top on the PDGA page. So I just assumed you guys won.
Yeah,
although I do see that
the
other guys got paid more. I just saw that. Who thinks to look at the second guy to see if they got paid more? But all right.
Yeah, so basically we didn't perform good enough in round 1, but we absolutely clawed back round 2 with a 4-stroke deficit to go to a playoff and take them 5 holes. The only thing that feels bad about it is that like Dave and Mike combined might play I don't know, 30 rounds of disc golf a year. And I don't know if that's being generous. And the fact that we tied him last year for second place, I think.
Mike was playing really good in that playoff.
Dude, he is.
It was Corey and Kyle versus Mike. But it was good.
I forgot who I was talking to. Actually, it might have been Tim Goyette, one half of Camel Case Corey, and we're just like, Mike Weiss was like clutch player of the year at that tournament. Myself and Kyle played last year, and so did Dave Hudson and Mike Weiss, and we both tied for second with 22 down.
Who won?
Brett Delameter and Josh Wynn with a 26 down, which is nuts. Yeah.
All right. It's a charity. Do we know who the charity is?
The Food Bank, I think. Is that?
I think that's who it's historically been.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, the Regional Food Bank of Northeastern New York. Same as the J Park Ice Bowl.
There'll probably be a post soon with a giant check and Jeff handing it over.
Oh, the giant check, not to the winners, but to the recipients.
Yes, of the...
Right, yeah.
Jason, do you got to get going?
Yeah, if you guys I'm going to bounce out. But thanks again, everyone. And I will see most of you next weekend at the J Park.
Hell yeah.
What's at J Park next weekend, Jason?
Queen City at Disc Captain, right? It's next weekend, isn't it?
Yep.
It's this week.
This weekend, right. So J Park's going to be a little busy. But yeah, looking forward to seeing you guys. Good talking to you. I'll listen to the rest of this on Friday.
Awesome. Thanks, Jason.
Bye, Jason.
So, Caitlin, we're about at almost the official halfway mark of New York Team Challenge. It's 6 matches, give or take. How's it going so far?
Yeah, it's going okay. I mean, nothing crazy has happened. Everything's running smoothly, so I think all is good.
The big change has been the subs, like
Oh,
the
yeah.
bench. How's that going so far?
I think it's going okay. I mean, I haven't heard anything from the captains. I mean, my whole idea around the whole thing was that, it limits teams from really bringing anyone imaginable to a match because you basically had enough roster moves that you had too many, you couldn't use them all. So it kind of limits it to be more of like a cohesive team. And hopefully that makes, people that can't make as many matches still feel part of the team. So I think it's going good.
I got a question for you. This is kind of out of left field, but Evan Parsley was on a few weeks back, and he mentioned that their first year last year as the Tower Power SPW, they had a couple road matches before they got home to do their first spread. Same thing happened with the North this year. Was that a conscious decision, or was that just the luck of the scheduling?
No, that was completely random. At least for me, I don't know how Jess did it last year, but it was just completely random on this year's schedule.
Just curious. Actually, we only have one captain. Alex, you got any questions for the commissioner? Well, we got her.
No, things are feeling pretty clean overall. Do you have any thoughts on what happens if we get a 10th team?
That's a good question.
Are we already thinking of that? Is there a potential 10th team?
Yeah, there's people talking about how they want to make a team at CTK. So I think that is in the works.
That's got ramifications.
Yeah, there's always talk about people wanting to do a Prospect Park team because that one seems to be local to so many people. But I hadn't heard any specific rumors. I was just looking at the schedule and I'm like, this would be potentially weird if we had another team in here.
Yeah, it will for sure get interesting. I mean, this year's schedule was already, interesting enough where, teams aren't playing every team. But
right.
Yeah, next year.
Sounds like you just have to make 2 5-team pools.
We're turning New York Team Challenge into New England Team Challenge.
And then you implement a rating maximum and minimum if you really want to get.
Again, this is all speculation at this point. But if there were a 10th team, who would you think who might be that 10th team?
I mean, in terms of location, CTK is the only place I've heard people interested in making that 10th team. So I feel like if it were to be anywhere, it would be there.
All right. So, Jamin, does that mean you leave Minekill? Are you leaving Minekill already?
No comment right now. I'm actually, my girlfriend just handed me mail and it's a parking ticket that I need to pay.
Like Corey, you parked your motorcycle in a handicap spot. Is that what happened?
Yeah, but every motorcyclist knows that cops don't mess with motorcyclists. Do whatever you want. Live free or die hard.
Maybe if Minekill manages to not come in second, then Jamin will consider staying.
Oh.
Third.
You're like Juan Soto. If you guys win, maybe you'll stay around. But if you don't, it might be time for a fresh start.
I'm like Juan Soto in whoever pays me the most money.
There you go. There you go. Salary caps when for Team Challenge.
If we're doing a hypothetical, Caitlin, forget who the 10th team would be. Would that be a second division? Have you even thought that far? I mean, who knows? Are you planning on being commissioner next year? I mean, there's a lot of question marks here.
No, I think I will, unless people, mutiny
Revolt?
and kick me out. Yeah, so I have not thought that far ahead, but I would imagine it has to be 2 pools in some kind of like longer playoff situation, possibly like more than a 1 day, kind of maybe doing like a bracket sort of thing or something like that. But
this is all hypothetical. I can't stress this enough. But would we be talking about maybe knocking it down to 5 matches?
yeah.
I don't know the math or anything. That way you'd have the ability to do 2 playoff matches.
Yeah, it would probably end up being like 4 quote regular season matches and then kind of go into a winner's bracket, loser's bracket. So that way those bottom teams still get, at least 6 matches in. So that's my thoughts.
Yeah, I like it. I've got ideas already. So
the follow-up question to that would be, who's in what pool kind of situation. And that, who knows?
I think it's got to be, location wise, but there's lots of options you can go with there.
Yeah.
You just have the AFC New York and the NFC New York. Then it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I think if you go back 50 or 60 days, the Mets have more wins than the Jets. So,
Don't get me started on the Jets.
Did anybody have anything else they wanted to talk about? Anything that we did not bring up this week?
Outside of the Disc Captains having a match this Saturday, the following day, Sunday, is the 2024 Wilcox Wonderland Tournament. C-tier down at Wilcox.
Did you say this on Sunday?
On Sunday, yep. They're doing like a different layout where usually when you play a Wilcox tournament, you play each hole once because they'll use like the beach holes and the South Hatch at 9. So you don't really have that chance to like improve round 2 on previous played holes. But with this, they're kind of doing like a safari-esque layout, from what I understand, using the like OG 18 holes, a mixture of pure red holes or red tees to blues baskets or blue tees to red baskets. Yeah, it's currently full with a wait list, but
it's wild that people are that dedicated to be playing Wilcox in December.
Is that their first December tournament?
I think so, yeah. They just don't get the tournament.
They've had Winter League down there, like Wedge Winter League down there in the past during the winter, but never like a tournament.
Definitely deserves at least 2 good tournaments a year there.
I think Wilcox is similar to Minekill in the sense that people will go there for events, but not in a weekly sense.
Yeah, Wilcox Park is it's like too gorgeous to not have more events there showcasing it.
It just makes it harder because if you don't have the weekly love, people are like, well, if we can't get people here on every week, why would we do a monthly? But I think they would show up for tournaments and such because they do.
Yeah. Jamie, are you going to stay signed up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why is there bad weather coming or something that I haven't seen?
I mean, not any worse than what we already played in on Saturday, this past Saturday.
I was thinking he was just saying, back to back with the team challenge match.
I mean, there is that. I really was not thinking about that too much. Like, oh yeah, what's another day of disc golf? But like playing J Park for team challenge is already exhausting. Just the day in general is exhausting. And then to go down and walk around Wilcox twice and like, it's probably going to be in the mid-20s in the morning and it's probably going to warm up to the low 30s by the afternoon and then drop hard at the end. This is like a long day of being cold or in the cold.
Yeah, I'm good with it. The only mitigating thing right now is like my back is just like very, very slightly tweaked. So if like somehow that got worse throughout the week, I'd probably drop the tournament, but I'm fine. Really, I didn't get enough disc golf in during the summer, so I'm like kind of still wanting to get more tournaments in.
You had a bit of a rush there for the last month or so before states, which kind of took a big chunk of your summer, I would imagine.
Yeah. I was focused on getting that stuff done for 3-4 months before state. So it was like I would do tournaments when I could, but I didn't plan it out like I usually do and like figure out all the tournaments I would play and set my alarms and all that kind of stuff. It was just kind of like when it happened, and
probably listen to too much Coheed and Cambria.
Yeah, yep, that was definitely
all over the place.
The main reason I asked is because Kyle was on the wait list and he was talking about dropping for whatever reason, probably because he's cherry picking his events. But then I just noticed that he's no longer on the wait list because he dropped out. Like he actually dropped out. I thought he was just probably bullshitting. But no, I guess he really was scared. Caitlin, are you going to stay signed up?
Down there.
I think so. Yeah.
Not very confident inspiring.
Tucker, you don't do New England Team Challenge, do you?
No, I'm definitely hoping to do it next season. This year I was trying to say that I wanted to be a sub, but just still working the hockey games and still adjusting a new job. It's
Absolutely
been tough to commit to both leagues.
Forgetting that there's a captain for each one, like listening right now.
Yeah.
Which team, if you had your druthers, would you play for?
Probably the disc captains is probably where I'd find myself. Definitely respect both teams. They have a good core. Definitely good vibes on both. It's a lot of history with it too. A lot of traveling. I definitely hope to do it here soon, probably next season, maybe at least as a sub, but definitely I want to see us kind of get competitive with the Massachusetts and other like really kind of high-end teams and make a name for this area because we got some absolute studs. We can put a hurting on these so-called mass pros or whatever you'd call them. I don't even know.
Well, I know what you'd call them, but we'll stay away from that. With New York Team Challenge, you're on Saratoga, right?
Good old Revolution. It's been a good season with the gang.
How's it going so far?
It's definitely a different adjustment losing Tim. Definitely, it absolutely sucks. He was like the heartbeat of that entire course. So this whole season, we're just going out, having fun, and just doing it for him. Tyler and Carly have kind of stepped up big time on being team captain, and they've been doing a really good job. Tyler did like a really good motivational speech our first home match at Saratoga. We had a good old toast, but we've definitely kind of found ourselves on the wrong side of the puck, if you will, when it comes to our matchups. We're really just like kind of common theme. We've just had really close matchups where they've just gone with a point here or there. So our standings don't reflect on how fun we've had and just how close we've been playing against some really tough teams.
Well, you've got a Chatham Hill Country Club coming up.
Yeah. I definitely looking forward to having those guys up here in Saratoga. We're down there last year and had a really close match, so we're expecting that one to be a nail biter.
I mean, that's a pivotal match for the season. That could really determine a lot. That one matchup.
I think I know the 4 teams that are going to be going to finals already. I think everyone's kind of got a gist, but it's the battle of kind of who's going to be trailing underneath those 4. But you never know. There's been some really tight matches.
I was going to say, if one slips up, I think this one could be a crux or a pivotal matchup. Like the winner of this one, I mean, it could put you guys at 500, gives Chatham Hill their first win, but then they've got a second-year team and a first-year team. I mean, this is a big matchup.
It really is. I heard Heiser Media is doing the first round, and then Gatekeeper's coming out for the second round. To do coverage for us.
Nice.
Absolutely. Well, hopefully, if you're available, maybe we can get a recap from you.
Yeah, definitely.
After that. So, Corey, you guys have a matchup this weekend. Who are you playing for New England?
We're playing Queen City, which is the New Hampshire team. We went out and played them last year in like 0-degree weather with like a impending doom on our drive home in the form of like a blizzard and shit. So really hoping to kick their ass this week.
Anything to add to that, Jamin?
I'm hoping to kick their ass this week. They're a pretty solid team. Last year they had one like really, really strong player in Danny Moynihan, who's not on their team anymore. So celebrating that a little bit. He was like a 1,000 rated player who, was just like, all right, well, we're losing a few points to this guy. So shit. But no, they're coming to us and I don't know. I'm pretty excited about it. They're a very beatable team on the road. And I think we stand a really, really good chance against them.
All right. And then the next weekend is New York Team Challenge.
Yeah, we go up to the north.
Alex, when's your next match?
New England Team Challenge is this weekend as well. We're heading out to Devens, Massachusetts. We're going to be playing the Hill.
That's this weekend?
This weekend, the 7th. Yep, same day. Any scouting report for the Killers heading out to Devens this weekend?
Me?
Yeah, just in general from last year playing them.
Also very beatable team. Definitely try to play that course first if you can. It's pretty strange in some spots, but yeah, I mean, they are a very, very beatable team. I was looking through the deep pool over the weekend a little bit, and it looks a little soft this year. I think you guys are stand to do some good things, which is cool.
Yeah, picking up that win against Chainsbury has been definitely good for the morale.
Yeah, that's big. They were like a fortress for a long time. Like never a super solid team on paper, but like you just go there and be like, oh wait, I forgot we actually have to play the disc golf match at Amesbury. So shit. Yeah. But yeah, so No, I think that Devon's, I haven't looked at their roster from this year. For some reason, the spreadsheet that Bryant Chamberlain, who's like the head honcho for New England Team Challenge right now, linked is like a fake spreadsheet.
I haven't looked at that. What does that even mean?
So if you go to the New England Team Challenge Facebook page, he posted like an update for all of the pools.
I think I might have tried to click that.
Yeah, and if you click it, it's like half has information on it. I just sent that doc that I'm talking about. It's got one roster on it and nobody else.
What is this? What is this?
Right, yeah, like look at the matches. Like they're half filled out. I don't know. It's just confusing. But anyways, so that, yeah, I was like trying to look at it and I couldn't really find any information. But Devon's it's like one of those teams that on paper isn't super, super strong, but they definitely have a lot of players who play the course all the time.
Yeah.
They've been kind of in free fall mode for a few years now. I think they were in C pool for 1 year and they were in B pool the year before that. Now they're in D pool. So, the league's still in the middle of readjusting. And I think that they're one of the teams that's kind of falling out in the wash a little bit.
Right.
I can send you our results from them last year, if that's helpful.
Yeah. I mean, it couldn't hurt.
Yeah, $50.
Good. Unless anybody had anything else Team Challenge, I was going to see if anybody here. Caitlin, are you good for a quiz or you got to get going?
I'm going to hop off.
Okay. Tucker, you good to hang around or you got to get going?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Corey, Alex, and Jamin, you guys good for a quiz with Tucker?
Yep.
Caitlin, thank you for joining us. The 2024 Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast FPO Player of the Year. Congratulations.
Thanks.
And hopefully you'll be back.
Of course. Thanks. Bye, guys.
Thanks a lot.
Caitlin.
Okay.
So, Tucker, as the 2024 Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast Player of the Year, who would you like as your disc or no disc partner?
I think I had him last time. I'll take Alex Potts.
Oh, what?
For
Let's run it back.
1,000, please.
For 1,000, okay. Corey and Jamin.
I'm glad Tucker picked Alex because I feel like, first of all, I thought he was a pick me, but I just thought that might turn into a lot of and I don't knows. So I can understand why you picked Alex.
I like the ums.
But I'm a
A
little
lot for me
bamboozled.
coming.
Yeah,
Ums are good.
I can't guarantee a lot of but I can definitely provide a good chunk.
All right, so we have two categories this week. If there's a tie or if it's close enough and we got time, maybe we have a third category. But for right now, we have two categories. Tucker and Alex. I know Corey's undefeated in picks, but we still go with Tucker because he is the 2024 Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast Player of the Year. What category would you like, one or two?
2.
Sure.
All right. Question 1, category 2. From the Greek for to carve, what is a picture or symbol that can represent a word in ancient writing system? From Greek for to carve, what is a picture or symbol that can represent a word in ancient writing system?
I don't know.
What era? When did you say that?
So we're looking.
Not the Egyptians, right?
From Greek for to carve, what is a picture or symbol that can represent a word in ancient writing systems?
So it's a symbol that represents a word in ancient writing systems, and the source is Greek. That doesn't necessarily mean that the timeline is Greek.
Hieroglyphic or whatever.
Yeah,
That's not even close.
hieroglyphs. Like glyph was what was coming to mind.
I'm the worst at this.
Yeah, glyph came to mind. There was another one like rune, but I don't like that one as much.
Scroll, scribe, tablet,
Hmm.
that meme.
Yeah, I was feeling glyph, but like if you're feeling strongly in any other direction, I'm open to a discussion.
I got nothing else.
I say we go glyph then.
Yeah.
Is the glyph a disc?
Wow.
Is the glyph a disc? I think it could be.
Sounds so silly. My gut is no off the bat.
Okay. I'm willing to listen to your gut on this one.
You don't know?
Let's go with it.
Yeah, let's go no.
Yeah.
Infinite Discs, April 15th, 2024.
Dang it.
I quit.
It's 1 point. A lot of time to make it up.
This is my mental game here.
Category 1 or Category 2, Kojamin?
Want to go with the other one? Yeah. Let's see what it's like. It's probably birds. Oh wait, no. This is.
I think this is
might
one
be-
you're supposed to like.
Yeah. I remember that. Oh God, I hope I don't fail. Yeah, give us number 1, Pat.
I said one of them last week was one he was like, how do you know it wasn't the other one?
Corey can't even spell glyph. No, I'm
I
kidding.
spelled it right. Glyph, I think.
There
Or
you
is
go.
I'm kidding.
Gliff?
Nope.
No, it's JILFF.
There you go.
Question 1, Category 1 for Kojamin. What term is used to describe someone who pretends to be someone they're not on social media, either for dating or sexual purposes? What term is used to describe someone who pretends to be someone they're not on social media, either for dating or sexual purposes?
Catfish.
Yeah, catfishing.
You guys good?
Yeah.
Is the catfish a disc?
Them Southerners do love their catfish.
I feel like that's a disc. They're just like, that's like an obvious thing that everybody knows the name of, so it's kind of got to be a disc at this point, right?
The catfish.
The salt shaker.
Yeah, I'll say yeah.
You good with that, Jamin?
Yeah, he obviously believes in it.
I'm sorry, no.
Fuck. All right, that's my
I did
bad.
not like it as much as Glyph. The Glyph was a no-brainer. That was a yes.
Yeah, that's definitely.
Catfish, we took a risk.
The infinite discs, you guys knew that?
Of course it is.
So 1 round in, we're tied at 1-1. Tucker and Alex, category 1 or 2.
You tell me where you want to go.
Let's go 1.
Sure.
All right, question 2, category 1. What slang term is used as a dismissive retort used to mock the opinions, ideas, or attitudes of older individuals, particularly members of a particular... I used particular twice. Let me start that over. What slang term is used as a dismissive retort used to mock the opinions, ideas, or attitudes of older individuals, particularly members of a specific generation? What slang term is used as a dismissive retort used to mock the opinions, ideas, or attitudes of older individuals, particularly members of a specific generation?
You got it?
Is it mimic?
I think we're going for okay boomer,
Oh my goodness.
right? With the specific generation and all that.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm game.
You guys good?
Let's do it.
Is the boomer a disc?
You're good at this shit.
I was really hoping that Alex wasn't going to get that, but I thought it was way too obvious.
Boomer feels like a really good disc name.
Yeah, it's gotta be a disc. Come on.
Let's go with yes.
I'm sorry, no.
Oh, come on.
Man.
All right, Code Jamin, what do you got? Category 1 or 2?
Do we keep going with the fun category?
Yeah.
Number
Category
1.
1? All right, category 1. From the noise it makes when cooking, what do the British call a sausage? From the noise it makes when cooking, what do the British call a sausage?
Is that a banger? Isn't it bangers and mash? Isn't that sausage and potatoes? Am I wrong?
I'm not saying you're wrong, but do they bang?
No, I don't think
when they're cooking. Like I was thinking popper, but I don't think that was the question, right? Because of this, they're named because of the sound.
From the noise it makes when cooking, what do British call a sausage?
I feel like it doesn't make a sound, but I'm pretty sure it's a bangers and mash. I thought it was potatoes and sausage.
God, if I would have only had bangers and mash just one time, I could have answered that.
If it also helps, a banger is a disc.
Yeah, that one's kind of obvious though. Like everyone knows the banger. That'd be like a question having the answer of T-Bird, but maybe not. I mean, I definitely don't hate the banger, especially because the only thing I could think of was popper. Because sausages will kind of pop. Yeah, sure, banger.
Is the banger a disc?
Wow, okay, I tried really hard on that one.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Banger GT, Discraft, October 31st, 2005.
Mm-hmm.
Tucker and Alex, what category would you like, 1 or 2?
Let's keep going with the fun one.
Sure.
We'll do the hard stuff after.
Question 4, category 1. What term coined by singer Charlie XCX in a tweet describes a person, often female, who is genuine, self-possessed, non-conforming, with a rebellious streak? It is represented by a fluorescent chartreuse green, which symbolizes making a statement. What term coined by singer Charlie XCX in a tweet describes a person, often female, who is genuine, self-possessed, non-conforming with a rebellious streak? It is represented by a fluorescent chartreuse green, which symbolizes making a statement.
Tucker, you got anything?
It's not like Brat Summer, right? Or is it Batty? Or is it...
The only thing that I had even a kind of idea with was Batty, but I have no clue.
What's the color thing then, Ted? What is that?
Yeah, that's not helping me at all. I have no clue.
Very demure, very mindful. It's not that, right?
No, I think it's earlier than that.
Because I'm pretty sure Brat Summer was green.
Was
That
it?
one disc.
I could see a Brat being a disc.
Yeah, it was like a green color. And then I forgot what fall was. I can't keep up with this stuff, but it's either Brat or like Batty. I don't know.
I could see it being Brat just based off of, because like it could also be like BRAT is also like brat, like bratwurst, and they were just talking about sausages in the last question.
Yeah, I'm good with Brat.
Let's do it.
Is the brat a disc?
Good call.
Thank you.
Is the brat a disc? Maybe.
Oh man, that's such a stupid disc name. We've been wrong on the other gut feeling, but I'm saying no. I think.
All right, I'm good going with your gut feeling. Eventually, it's going to be right.
You guys say no?
Saying no.
You are correct.
Good call.
Let's go. One of the putts will go in. That's what I say when I'm putting. One of these will go in.
Kojamin, category 1 or 2?
I wouldn't have gotten that one, but
Nope.
do we just keep going? I mean,
I'm all right with that.
all right, yes, give us one again, Pat.
All right, question 5, category 1. What slang term means to show off or boast about one's accomplishments, possessions, skills, or attributes? It's often used to demonstrate confidence, success, or superiority in a particular area. What slang term means to show off or boast about one's accomplishments, possessions, or skills, or attribute? It's often used to demonstrate confidence, success, or superiority in a particular area.
Oh man, what the hell? That was a lot of words.
I am like,
Okay, so a word to meaning to brag.
Show off or boast about one's accomplishments, possessions, skills, or attributes. It's often used to demonstrate confidence, success, or superiority in a particular area.
In a particular area.
boast was in the question, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, boast about one's accomplishments.
I have no idea what this category is after 5
None.
questions. Catfish,
Yeah.
boomer, banger, brat, particular area.
Jeez, yeah. I feel like all the words that I could possibly think of were in the question.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Yeah. Can we hear the question again? I don't. Yeah.
What slang term means to show off or boast about one's accomplishments, possessions, skills, or attribute? It's often used to demonstrate confidence, success, or superiority in a particular area.
That didn't help.
Slang. So
What are the kids saying these days?
alpha? Could it be alpha? Superiority?
I do like that. Yeah. Initially, I was thinking Chad, without halfway through the question, I was thinking maybe this answer is gonna be like Chad.
Yeah. The superiority thing is like that. Yeah. That makes me feel like it would be alpha.
Yeah, let's go with that. Alpha.
All right.
Going
Alpha.
alpha? We got Tucker and Alex.
Fuck. I thought I had that.
Yeah, that was a good answer.
Can I get the in a form of a sentence?
What slang term means to show off or boast about one's accomplishments, possessions, skills, or attributes? It's often used to demonstrate confidence, success, or superiority in a particular area.
Cap?
I don't think so.
No, that's more like lying,
Yeah.
boasting. It's not riz, right? It's like
I don't
charisma.
think so. Like you definitely said brag, right? You said boast. Looking at the previous answers, we got catfish, boomer, banger, and brat. Does anything go along with that?
I am just drawing a blank.
I'm coming up with very little here. I got basically nothing.
I got nothing.
You want to go with Riz or something?
Sure.
Why not? I got nothing, so
Going with Riz?
sure.
We were looking for flex.
It's so
Yeah.
easy.
Yep.
But that was a steal. You guys are still up 4-3.
Is Flex a disc or is it just?
No, it is not a disc. Thank you for reminding me. You're up 4-3. What category? 1 or 2? There's one question left in category 1.
It's going to be pretty hard if we go with number 1. I think I've got a vague idea of what the category is, but that's not necessarily going to help me.
I'll go with
Yeah, you want to go with 1?
You want to finish out 1? All right. Question 6, category 1. What slang word that functions broadly with a meaning to throw is especially used to emphasize forcefulness and a lack of concern for the thing being thrown? What slang word that functions broadly with the meaning to throw is especially used to emphasize forcefulness and a lack of concern for the thing being thrown?
Is that yeet?
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely a disc.
Is it a disc? I don't know. I think we're happy going yeet for the first part of the answer, though, right?
Yeah, I'm definitely happy.
You guys good?
Yeah.
Is the yeet a disc?
Damn it!
It's a good disc name. It's
That
a
was a
really
good
good disc
question.
name.
The last one, I got so bad. Still, but yeah, it's definitely a disc.
Yeah, let's go for it.
You going yes?
Going yes.
Hooligan Discs, March 28th, 2022.
I knew it.
Nice.
Some Mikey bottles. That's why I knew that, I think.
Corey, 4 of those words I could probably produce audio of you saying, including yeet, which you said last week.
Yeah, I boomer, yeet, yeah, a flex, sure, yeah. Brett, I'm a little.
Catfish, maybe. Brat, no. But definitely boomer, banger, flex, and yeet you have said.
I believe it. Okay, this is where Pat will insert clips here of all the times I've said those.
Well, Yeet, I know because I had never heard you say it until last week when I already had it ready. It was category 2 and you said it.
Oh, really?
And I was like, he actually used it. Holy shit. I've got a question for it. And you didn't pick category 2 last week.
He knows, but not that much.
Earlier this episode on the Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast.
Helderberg, no?
Too much of a funky tournament.
Nah.
Okay.
I mean, when Corey Cook almost wins the distance competition with a putter, that's how you know there's something weird.
Well, everybody was throwing a putter, Corey.
Yeah.
I know, but when the people that were there saw me step up and yeet that berg and almost beat James.
Almost.
Yeah. No.
Also, earlier this episode,
Labatt Blues Brothers. The Boomers will appreciate that one.
So it's 6-3, but Corey and Jamin, your question behind. Question 2, category 2. What term refers to a character from an ancient alphabet, often used in Norse and Germanic cultures, and is believed to hold magical or mystical significance? What term refers to a character from an ancient alphabet, often used in Norse and Germanic cultures, and is believed to hold magic or mystical significance?
That'd be a rune?
Was that a character?
Yeah, it was yeah.
Okay. I'm going to be honest. My knowledge of runes is very limited to RuneScape and little tablet things. So outside of that, I don't know where the hell it comes from.
Yeah, I am pretty sure the answer is rune.
Okay. Yeah, rune.
Is the rune a disc?
Do believe it is, but it also could be a glyph. But I feel like the Viking would have a rune.
Yeah, I feel like rune is generic enough of a mystical word to be yes.
Yeah, let's say yes.
Viking Discs, January 17th, 2017. 6-5. Tucker and Alex. What term can be used to describe the name of a national anthem writer and an area on a basketball court? What term can be used to describe the name of a national anthem writer and an area on a basketball court?
Do you know it? Because I've got a pretty good guess.
I don't.
All right. So the writer of the national anthem is Francis Scott Key, and the key is also an area on a basketball court.
Nice. I like shooting the hoops, but I don't know much about it, so it's
Fair.
good that you're tall and you know these things. Your people have been taught. The tall ones, the walkers among us.
You guys go with that?
Let's go with key.
Is the key a disc?
It's gotta be right.
The keystone is a disc.
True. Yep.
Is the key a disc? I don't know. KEA
I feel
might
like
be a
that's got
disc.
like a mint disc.
Could be a mint disc.
What's your gut feel?
My gut feeling is yes.
Let's run with.
Let's go with yes.
I'm sorry, no.
Dang it.
But you are right, Alex. KEA, but I don't see that as key. Unless somebody on the other team, I see that as Kia.
I would also assume it's Kia, but I would also assume it's a different language, and I don't know how different languages are pronounced.
Well.
Yeah, sorry, not this time, bud.
Alex, what do you guys got? Is that 8?
I got 7-5, and that's the 9th question, so it should be their question.
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if I had already given you when I went to look up key, because you said KEA, and I double checked. So 7-5, Corey and Jamin. Question 4, category 2. Also a word for 0. What is a method spies use to disguise messages by shuffling letters around? Also a word for 0. What is a method spies use to disguise messages by shuffling letters around?
Would that be a cipher?
Ooh, that's a strong word right there.
I don't know if cipher is a word for 0. But...
Well, because you would say decipher. Yeah, doesn't answer the question about the 0. 0, cipher.
What else you got?
No, I like cipher.
Okay, let's go with
cipher?
it then.
Yeah.
Is the cipher a disc?
Nice.
I feel like it is.
I think it is too.
It definitely is.
And if it's not, I think I can argue this one.
Yeah, okay.
Launch Disc Golf September 8th, 2020. No argument necessary, Jamie.
Oh, okay. Because I think MVP also released a cipher, but they never released it.
Yeah, MVP has gotten a disc, I want to say approved under the name Cypher. Maybe it's CI as opposed to CY.
Oh, maybe,
Well,
yeah.
the one I have is CI.
Okay, I'm pretty sure MVP's is CY.
MVP Disc Sports, February 22nd, 2021.
Nice. 2 points. Let's go, Corey. That's 3 points.
final round, it is tied 7-7. No bonus points for the misspelling of cipher by MVP. Question 5, category 2, Tucker and Alex. What term can be used to describe a system of laws Napoleon, Justinian, and Hammurabi were known for theirs? What term can be used to describe a system of laws Napoleon, Justinian, and Hammurabi were known for theirs?
Pretty sure it's a code.
I'm good with that.
Okay.
I'm glad you got something because I don't.
Is the code a disc?
That one I don't know.
It's gotta be.
I'm happy with going yes. It seems like a good disc name.
It's gotta be.
Let's do it.
Yo, what you just throw? Oh, that was a code. Sick. Definitely. Let's go with yes.
Definitely yes.
Let's go with yes.
Definitely
Launch
yes.
Disc Golf July 31st, 2020.
2020.
Nice.
Code Jamin.
We need this, Jamin.
Final question,
right.
category 2. What term is commonly used to refer to a mark or character that represents an idea, object, or process, often used in mathematics, science, and computing? What term is commonly used to refer to a mark or character that represents an idea, object, or process, often used in mathematics, science, and computing?
Idea, object, or
Is that an artifact?
Oh,
I mean, I love the answer based on the other answers.
Oh, is that a computing thing? I feel like I read that like an artifact is part of computing.
At least what I understand, like an artifact would be, it'd be like kind of like more like a relic or like a thing that isn't really like relevant anymore. But I'm also an idiot. Can you say the question one more time, Pat?
What term is commonly used to refer to a mark or character that represents an idea, object, or process, often used in mathematics, science, and computing?
I'm not sold on artifact.
I mean, I don't hate it that much after the second or third reading, I guess.
It's not just symbol, right? Like
I mean,
I'm pretty sure that was in the question.
What term is commonly used to refer to a mark or character that represents an idea, object, or process, often used in mathematics, science, and computing?
I kind of like symbol more than artifact.
I don't. That's man. I don't know.
Like a mark or character represent an idea.
I don't know why artifact keeps coming back, but I feel like it's artifact. I don't have a great track record with this kind of stuff.
If I could, I'm not like much help, but if I could provide any help, symbol sounds better than artifact.
I feel like it's too simple though for the last question.
That's true, but the last question to one was also yeet.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. All right.
I knew that one a lot more than I know this one.
this shit empty. Yeah.
Yeah, math.
Unless you really like artifact, I could also like artifact.
I don't know. I kind of like artifact more than symbol. It kind of goes with the like rune, glyph, all that kind of stuff. I feel like artifact goes with it more. But the other thing is I have no idea if it's a disc, but that's at least a 50-50 guess we got to get to.
I think they're both discs.
Okay. I like artifact more, but I really don't know why.
Let's do artifact. Yeah, it was calling to us.
All right.
What do you got, Tucker and Alex?
Oh, fuck. Guess it wasn't.
It was not calling.
Yeah.
We tried.
I have a couple of different thoughts. Do you have any good feelings going into this?
I was feeling artifact.
Artifact was a pretty good answer. I think artifacts is more like accidents. Like they talk about leaving behind artifacts when you Photoshop an image. Symbol was also on my list. Variable was the one that really came to mind.
Punctual. Yeah. Symbol was the other one.
Yeah, is symbol or variable were the two strong ones that I had.
I think variable.
Yeah, I'm happy going with variable. Yep.
We were looking for symbol.
Yeah.
Oh,
man.
damn.
Sorry, Corey.
The reason it was question 6 is because, like you guys agreed, that first of all, slang, I'll never know the proper order of difficulty in slang. But with that one, I actually cheated. I used the AI to write that question because I could not find a good question with the answer symbol.
Was symbol a disc, by the way?
Symbol is not a disc.
Oh,
That would have been
wrong
another determiner.
Yeah, would have got that wrong anyways.
Well, congratulations, Tucker and Alex. And again, Tucker, congratulations, 2024 Hudson Valley Disc Golf Podcast Player of the Year. Tucker, what was your favorite win of the year? And it doesn't have to be one of the Hudson Valley.
I think those were really those three that I really had that counted towards this. That really helped. But probably say the Jammer first B tier win, that was cool. But the doubles win with Harry over the summer was definitely really cool too. The Stony Kill, just for fun.
Stony Kill Scramble?
Going 18 down in round
16
2.
down and then 18
Oh,
down.
yeah.
Was pretty crazy. Forever in there as a modified layout, but it was really a good time.
Yeah.
Just super fun. Good season.
Who was your partner there?
Harry Harrison.
Heck yeah.
Jason Mechanic.
Yeah, that's the slide.
Anybody have anything before we go?
Jenkinsville. We're doing the December monthly at Jenkinsville.
Nice.
The 21st, we're going to play all 18 holes as long as the weather cooperates. Hopefully, a lot of people come out.
What day was it?
Saturday, the 21st.
21st. Okay. I thought you said 29th, and I'm like, that's really close to first tracks.
Yeah, no, that's this is like the only Saturday that really works. I think the 14th, most of the New York Team Challenge is happening.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, this Saturday you got 2 team challenges. Next Saturday you got New York Team Challenge.
I think we did Jenkinsville December last year too, right? We did like a gift exchange.
Yes, yeah, I'm thinking about doing something like that again. I don't know. I'm always looking for ways to just make it a little bit more exciting. So if anybody has any ideas on anything that they think would be cool, I'm all ears.
I got nothing. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, that's not just not like right now. Like right now, or forget it. It's set in stone. Yeah, but I'm just hoping that the weather holds out then. Then we get a lot of snow on the 22nd, so everybody can have their white Christmas.
All right. Well, thank you, Corey, Alex, Jamin, Jason, Caitlin, and Tucker, the koala. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks, Pat.
Yeet.
Thanks, Pat.
Thanks, Pat.
Yeet. And Sweet Up Pleasant Valley. Thanks, guys.
Oh, there was drama regarding finals for New England Team Challenge.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
That would have been a good thing to bring up while we were talking to Kate, but oh well.
For New England?
Yeah. So finals this year falls on Passover. So each pool is like individually voting to see if they're going to change the date or location or anything like that. And of course, C Pool voted to change their date to New York Team Challenge finals date.
And remind me who's in C Pool again?
Discount.
That's the discount.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's why I ask these things. And you guys only have one vote.
Yeah, I mean, and I can't do anything to affect that. But yeah, luckily D Pool has voted to keep the same date, so we don't have to be complicated. However, if we hadn't, then it would have made things easier on the New York side because we would have been able to switch that a little bit easier.
Yeah.
We're talking about in the spring, though, right?
Yep.
March.
New England Team Challenge finals were originally the 12th of April, and New York are the 5th of April. So first of all, the change happened because somebody in the middle of November realized, oh shit, the 12th is Passover. So they realized that that's a ton of people playing on that day who aren't going to be able to get home in time for their Passover festivities. So the same time I heard about it is the same time that I also found out that there were already 5 teams voting to change it in my pool. It like all happened really, really quick. It was like within a few hours one day, like during school. And then, yeah, D Pool was taking a lot more time to get that figured out. I think I reached out to you and Kat and you were both like, huh?
Yeah. By the time I had looked at it, people had already voted as well. And there were already 4 votes for sticking the same. So they make it really easy on us.
Yeah. So there's no answer to that yet. But, you know, Kate is.
It's something we got to keep an eye on.
Yeah. Yeah. She's aware of it. It'll certainly, she knows what's going on.
Figures I didn't remember it until she left. Yeah.
Want to do a fancy football check-in?
How you doing?
So I feel like probably every other person's team that plays fantasy football, injuries have really taken a hold of my lineups. I'm doing better in one league than the other. In my non-Bickersmith league, which is a 12-man, like half PPR, but you get points for first down league.
That's like training wheels. Points for first downs.
Yeah, you only get half a point for a catch, so you're kind of hoping that they get the catch and the first down. But I'm like right on the cutoff for playoffs. I'm 7-5, but actually I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose this week, so I'll be 7-6. Oof.
You got that.
I hope so.
You gotta believe.
I have at least won a couple like highest scoring weeks, so at least I got some money coming to me. In my Brian Bickersmith league, Oof, that one I'm 8th out of 10th, 4 and 8, but I just got to not come in last because that's where you have to avoid having to take the ice bath. So I'm definitely not making the playoffs. There's a guy that's 2 and 10 that I hope is going to take the ice bath.
What's your record?
I don't know. We'll see. I'm 4 and 8. I'm probably going to be 4 and 9. He's 2 and 10. He's probably going to be in 3 and 10 after this week. So, oof.
Oh, okay. It's getting tight.
Yeah.
I get that.
If you take that ice bath, it's going to be good for your game. Ricky was left, so.
Well, I've already done it once. I just don't want to do it again.
That's why you got such a consistent season there.
That might have been why.
That and the Europeans, I feel like they're so good as a sauna. They bring the sauna game to discount.
Yeah, we need a good sauna spot.
Pretty much any summer sauna.
Alex, any fantasy football before we get going?
Feeling about the same as Corey. I'm on track. If my tight end can get 3 points tonight, I'll be 7 and 6 in that league, and I'm like 4 and 8 in the other league. It's not close. So yeah, not ideal, but it's my first time back after a long while and not playing, so I'm not complaining too much.
You know, we're talking about fantasy American football, not fantasy European football.
Yeah, no, the fantasy stuff for English Premier League is like really different, and I don't really know what they're doing most of the time, to be honest.
Real quick, I benched Jaden Daniels, who got 31 points, Brock Bowers, a tight end, who got 21 points. I started Jared Goff, who got 18, which is respectable, and George Kittle, who got 1 because of a tackle, I think. But I still won because I played against the worst team in the league. So
Isn't Brock Bowers like the number 1 tight end? Why would you bench him?
well, George Kittle. What I should have done was went with a 2 tight end formation. Also, I should pay attention more to football and know that he's good. I picked him up off the waiver wire early and just got lucky because I think Kittle had a bye week or something. But no, he has been really good. I made the mistake that Isaiah Pacheco was coming back, and I thought he might do well for Kansas City, and he got me a whopping 4 points. But again, I'm playing the worst team in the league, so I should get my 8th win.